Hey, what's up guys, it's AndreOther here, bringing you guys another video. And in this video I'm going to be telling you guys about a few things that you will need if you want to start taking producing seriously. Let's get into it. So basically guys, this video is a little follow-up video to the last video that I just did on my channel, where I pretty much explained to you guys about the 4 things that you will need if you want to start producing. And that video was really for beginners and people who hadn't produced before and they wanted to get into producing. But this video is for people who have been producing for a little while and they want to start taking producing seriously. They want to take it to the next level and they want to know the things that they will need in order to do that. This is what this video is basically about. So yeah, let's get on to the first thing. Now this is in no particular order, but the first one would be a good pair of studio headphones. Now I feel like this is essential for any producer that wants to take producing seriously, because a good pair of studio quality headphones will provide a nice balance, accurate and quality sound. So when a producer is making their beats and they're hearing all these different sounds, like the different basses and different mids and highs, they can have a good accurate representation of what these sounds sound like. And this can really help when it comes to mixing. So if you're a producer and you want to mix your beats and you want to make sure you provide a good accurate balanced sounding mix, you want to get a good accurate balanced sounding headphones. And I recommend getting the Audio-Technica ATH MX50s. Those are the headphones that I have, and that's kind of like the standard pair of studio headphones that producers normally have. It's pretty affordable as well, so you don't really have to break the bank for it. I think it's around £100 to order a pair of those. I know some people may have Beats and other headphones, but some of these headphones you have to be careful with, because a lot of these headphones, like some of the Beats, aren't really made for producing, so they don't provide an accurate balanced sound, which means that some of the basses, for example, with the Beats headphones are normally boosted. That obviously provides a more pleasurable sound because most people really want to hear the bass when they're listening to music. And when it comes to producing, that's not what you want. And when it comes to mixing, you know, when you mix with a pair of headphones that has a bass boost, it'll really mess up your mix. A good pair of studio quality headphones are a must, because they provide an accurate balanced sound, which means that the highs, the mids and the bass is all level. Nothing's boosted for a pleasurable sound. Everything's all leveled, which provides more accurate final mixes with your beats. Now the next thing that you need to get if you want to take producing seriously is a good pair of studio monitors. Now the same rules that apply with the studio headphones apply with the studio monitors. So you want to make sure to get a good pair of accurate studio monitors that provide a very balanced, accurate sound. You want to be careful with some of the speakers that are on the market right now, because some of them do provide a colored sound, which means that certain frequencies are boosted. You know, for example, like the bass might be boosted just for a better listening experience. So you want to be careful. You want to look out there for the best accurate sounding pair of studio monitors. I have the Yamaha HS7s and they provide a very good accurate sound. You know, the highs, the mids and the bass sound quality. I used to have a pair of KRKs, but I got rid of those because I feel like the bass with the KRKs are a little bit boosted. So you want to be careful. You want to look out there on the market and search up for the right pair of studio monitors for you. I'd recommend the Yamahas because I feel like they provide the best, most quality sound for a good price as well. You don't really have to spend too much. I feel like I got my Yamahas for around £300 to £500, so you don't really have to spend too much money. There's other studio monitors on the market. I know the Adams studio monitors are pretty good, but they're more expensive than the Yamahas. But I feel like you need to invest in a good pair of studio monitors if you want to take producing seriously, especially when it comes to mixing. You're really going to need your studio monitors, because with your studio headphones, your studio monitors will provide a lot more bass. So when it comes to mixing, you can actually hear your bass clearer and you can mix it better, and that can provide for better final mixes with your beats. And the next thing that you're going to need if you want to take producing seriously is an audio interface. Now I've already done a video where I kind of explain what an audio interface is. An audio interface is pretty much just an external sound device that provides a really accurate balanced sound. So normally you plug your speakers, your studio monitors and your studio headphones into your laptop, and you rely on the sound card in your laptop or your computer. But the thing is, with sound cards in most laptops and in most computers, they're quite cheap, so they don't really provide a really good quality sound. They just provide a good enough sound for the standard laptop or computer user. They're not really made for studios and mixing and stuff like that. So what you want to do is you want to get an audio interface, and the audio interface will provide a way more accurate quality representation of what your sounds sound like when you're producing. So you pretty much just plug the interface into your laptop, and then you plug your studio monitors and your headphones You can also plug in mics and instruments and stuff like that into your audio interface. There's lots of different audio interfaces on the market, but I think the standard interface that a lot of producers have is the Focusrite, and the Focusrite has a range of different audio interfaces. The one that I have is the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, I believe, and I think that's the one that a lot of producers have, so I'd recommend getting that one. But there's lots of different audio interfaces out there. I know M Audio has a pretty decent one as well. So just go and do your research and find the best audio interface for you. I'd recommend the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 because that's the one that I have, and most producers have that one. But yeah, if you want to take producing seriously, I'd really recommend getting a good audio interface because they will enhance your mixes significantly. So the next thing that you'll need if you want to start taking producing seriously are VSTs. Now VSTs stands for Virtual Studio Technology, and they're basically just plugins that you can download for Logic or FL Studio or whatever DAW that you have, and you can pretty much download them, install them into your DAW, and they just provide hundreds and thousands of different sounds that you guys can mess around with when you're producing. I think if you want to start taking producing seriously, you're probably going to want to invest in some VSTs. I think a lot of the stock VSTs that they have with different DAWs can only really provide you with only so much sounds. You know, there's a pretty good one in Logic called Alchemy that provides you with a lot of sounds, and it's very good, but eventually you're going to want to purchase different plugins and VSTs and stuff like that because it provides you with more sounds. And you can also go out there and buy different VST packs and stuff. I know some different producers have like hip hop, you know, R&B, trap expansions that you guys can download and install to your different VSTs and stuff like that. So I feel like if you want to take producing seriously, you're probably going to want to invest in a VST. And there's lots of different VSTs out there. For example, Massive, Omnisphere, you know, Nexus. There's tons of different VSTs. You're probably going to want to do your research and find out what VST that you guys want to go with. I'd recommend probably going with maybe Nexus or Omnisphere. Probably Omnisphere because I feel like Omnisphere provides so many different sounds. There's thousands of different sounds in Omnisphere. They have thousands of different presets. I feel like the best stock VST would probably be Alchemy. That comes with every copy of Logic. So, but I feel like if you want to take producing seriously, you're probably going to want to invest in some VSTs that can provide you with more sounds that can really enhance your beats and your melodies and stuff like that. Now the last thing that you guys will need is an external hard drive. Now this pretty much plays hand in hand with the last thing that I recommended you guys, which was VSTs. I feel like you'll need an external hard drive if you want to download a ton of VSTs and stuff like that, and your computer or your laptop doesn't really have that much storage. I feel like you'll need an external hard drive just to put your different sounds and your different VSTs on. So if you're in a position like me and your laptop doesn't really have that much storage, I recommend getting an external hard drive, because when you start downloading VSTs and stuff like that, they will provide a lot of different presets and sounds and stuff like that, and that uses up memory. So a lot of these VSTs can be, you know, 50 gigabytes, 60 gigabytes, 70 gigabyte, and it can really eat up the storage on your computer. So I'd recommend getting an external hard drive. You can install VSTs onto your computer and then save the libraries that has all the different sounds and presets and stuff onto your external hard drive. So whenever you want to use those VSTs, you can just plug in your external hard drive, and then all the sounds and the different libraries will be there for you guys to use when you're producing. And there's lots of different external hard drives out there. It doesn't really matter which one you get, as long as it has enough space and enough storage for you. I have a hard drive that's about 1 terabyte, and that works for me. I have a Toshiba hard drive, which is pretty good and it's never really failed me. I know a lot of people have the Lacy external hard drive, which is that orange external hard drive that you've probably seen before. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, as long as you get a reliable hard drive that has enough storage on it for your different sounds and VSTs and stuff, you should be good. The last thing that you guys will need if you want to start taking producing seriously is acoustic sponge or acoustic foam. Now this is very important, especially when it comes to mixing. You know, so if you're making beats in your room, you know, and you have studio monitors and you're playing the beats off your studio monitors, what will happen is the different frequencies, the loose frequencies, will start to reflect and bounce off the walls in your room. And what will happen is this will cause reflections, reverberations, and echoes. And what will happen is these different sound waves that are bouncing and reflecting off your walls, some of them will clash with each other, and it will actually change the sound wave. Now this is very detrimental when it comes to mixing and stuff, because obviously you want to hear every single sound wave as accurately as possible. So what you want to do is you want to get some acoustic foam, and you want to place it around your room, and you want to place it strategically. There's some videos on YouTube and stuff where they tell you where you really want to put your acoustic foam to prevent echoing and reflections and stuff, and that will allow your studio monitors and stuff to provide a more accurate sound when you're listening back to your beats and stuff, which will provide better mixes. Now studio foam isn't really that expensive. I think you can actually get a pack of about 24 pieces of acoustic foam from Amazon for about 20 to 22 pounds, so they're not really that expensive. I think the best brand might be Pro Acoustic. I think that's the brand that I normally see people go with, so that's what I'd really recommend if you want to invest in some acoustic foam. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are just a few things that I think you guys will need if you want to start taking producing seriously. I have pretty much all of the things that were said in this video, apart from the acoustic foam that I'm going to order, and it should be coming soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video though, please hit the like button down below and subscribe for more, because I have way more videos like this coming out every single week. If you guys want to purchase any beats, please go to AndreOther.beatsauce.com, and if you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter and you can follow me on Instagram for all the latest updates, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.